Most of the women who suffer domestic violence never believed they were going to be in that position at a time in their life. But guess what, people? Women, guess. There are actually signs of a potential abuser. Yes, you heard me. Signs of a potential abuser. So there are traits you can see in an individual, and it will give you a clue that this individual has the traits to be an abuser. My name is Pastor Leke Okini, and today I'm going to give us 8 points, 8 signs of a potential abuser. Number 1, a potential abuser is very controlling. Most people who have that trait to be an abuser want to always control people's lives, their spouse or their anybody they're in a relationship with. They always want to control every aspect of that person's life. Actually, one of the major purposes of abuse is actually control. These are individuals who want to have control and authority over every aspect of your life. So when you see somebody who is very controlling, then that person is a potential abuser. Another sign of a potential abuser is someone who is very jealous. Yes, very jealous and possessive. Most people who are potential abusers are very jealous people, people who could almost hurt you for being jealous, people who who believe they have you, they own you, they are very possessive. When you see somebody who, and most ladies especially think that when they misconstrue this for love. When you see somebody who is extremely jealous, you believe this person loves you. No, that's not love. That is not love. That's a sign of a potential abuser. A potential abuser tries to rush your relationship. You know, there are various stages in courtship, and I'm going to discuss that in another video. Now, there are various stages in courtship relationship. But a potential abuser tries to rush the process. One of the stages is getting to know. This is the stage where potential couples get to know each other's characters and all. So, but a potential abuser tries to rush that stage to the commitment stage. There's a saying that one cannot hide smoke. Our characters are like smoke. So most abusers know that when they spend more time with you, there's a possibility that you may get to know that they have such character. So they try to rush that relationship to go to the next level of your relationship. So that's a sign of a potential. So I will advise either you be a lady or a man, when you're in a relationship, don't rush, especially this stage. This is the most important stage in every potential marriage or every courtship. You need to know who you want to marry. Don't let anybody put you under pressure. 4 sign of a potential abuser. A potential abuser tries to isolate you from your family, from your friends, your relatives, everybody around you. You know, most times because such people they are jealous, so they try to use that to isolate you from your friends, the people you love. Most ladies still see this as a show of love also, but this is a coy. It's actually meant to draw you away from other people so that they can have full control over you. So when you see people who want to isolate you from your friends and your family, they're not comfortable when your family members are around you. They're not comfortable when your friends are around you. They're not comfortable when anybody is around you. Please Ladies, gents, get this right. This is a sign of a potential abuser. Beware. A potential abuser also is someone who abuses you verbally and emotionally. Most times this starts long time way before the domestic violence or the physical abuse starts. So you see you're in a relationship and somebody constantly insults you, say a very vulgar word to you. Don't just look over this and okay, I know this person loves me, so even though he is abusing me verbally, it doesn't really matter. This is a sign, I tell you, this is a sign of a potential abuser. The truth is this: when, because they're not married, you're not married to them, they don't have a full authority over you yet, so they still limit their abuse to the emotional and the verbal. But once they have your full hand and in marriage and they have the authority over you, that verbal abuse will translate to be domestic, full-blown domestic violence. So beware. Number 6 sign of a potential abuser. A potential abuser abuses your or misuse your property and probably destroy them and hurt your pets. These things may sound as if it's not something important and all, but when you're in a relationship with somebody and the person is angry and it breaks things around, is angry, kicks your pets, is angry, blows the wall, or kicks the wall, whatever it is, these things are a sign that this person cannot control his or her anger or her own or her anger. Now, the truth is, once you're married to them, they won't blow the wall. They will blow you. They won't kick the dog. They will kick you. So this is a sign of a potential abuser. In fact, when you see you're in a relationship with somebody and you see that person with uncontrollable anger, please run. Run. That person is a potential killer. So beware. That's my number 6 sign of a potential abuser. Number 7 sign of a potential abuser. A potential abuser often addicted to drugs or alcohol. When you see most people who are drug addicts or addicted to alcohol, most of them are abusers. So when you see somebody like that, that's a potential abuser. Most people, okay, this person drinks, but he loves me. He smokes, takes drugs, but he loves me. Yes, they love you. But I need us to understand that love is not enough. There are a lot of people who have killed their wives, yet they love them. They love their wives. So love is not enough. Somebody can love you and still kill you. So once that person is an addict, is a risk. That person is a risk. So he's a potential abuser. So beware. That's my number 7 sign of a potential abuser. My number 8 and the last sign I'm going to give us for a potential abuser is most potential abusers have an history of abuse, of domestic abuse. Most times in a relationship, most men, most times anyway, tell their ladies, I've beaten somebody before, she did this, I slapped her, blah, blah, blah. And most ladies still go on with such relationship. That is God speaking to you through that man. When a man tells you, I've beaten somebody before, please run. Most ladies tell themselves, okay, he would change. He would change. No, he will not change. It will not change. Most people who are abusers or potential abusers, they were raised to be abusers. So it's not something that is easy to change. No, that's how they were raised. If you listen to my broadcast on the secrets of good parenting, you will understand some of these points I just mentioned. These things were inculcated in the men when they were boys. So they grew up in an environment where their father was beat their mothers. So they have seen that as a way to go. So ladies, especially beware. I know domestic violence is not limited to ladies alone, but most times, most domestic violence cases are that the women folk are more affected. My name is Pastor Leke Okini. I believe these 8 points I've given you will help you in your relationship. Please subscribe to my channel, Pastor Leke Okini. God bless you.